The best version of yourself.
Being the best version of yourself is the way that you help other people tap into being the best versions of themselves. If you had a manager who was terrible at doing the books, they were terrible at delegating power, they were awful at themselves figuring out what the customers wanted, they themselves could not respond to their management in a right way, they just managed it, then they could never help you. If you reported to that manager, not only you, but everybody that they managed would just be lost.
Absolutely.
Their annual reviews would be terrible. They couldn't make more money, because how could they possibly make more money? Because they can't help themselves, so how can they help you? They couldn't make more money. They can't help the customers. They can't be better resources for everybody that they... So the whole key is you have to try to be... When you're on a plane and you're about to fly, one of the first things they tell you is, when they give you the little speech about safety and security, is they say, before you help anyone else, if the masks drop down, what are the first thing you're supposed to do?
Help yourself.
Why?
Because you cannot help others.
Because you can't help anyone else if you pass out.
That is true.
You can't help anyone else if you pass out.
That's true.
So they tell you, put your mask on first. Put your mask on first. Because then you can help everyone else.
So do you believe that a company that becomes successful, they have a great leader?
Companies that become successful, the leadership comes from acknowledging the humanity of your people, acknowledging that they have spirits, that they have souls, that they have families, that they have options, that they have things that they need to accomplish, and they have nothing to do with your business. See, a good manager doesn't come in and go, well, the only way you're going to be a good employee for me is if you do everything I tell you to do and you do everything for the customer. That doesn't make you a good employee. A good manager goes, so how's your family doing? Because you can't come to work and be the best version of yourself if you're sitting at your desk. See, I can say, hey, I manage you. Go off and do this. Sit in this meeting, figure out what the customer wants and make it happen. Except here's what I didn't do. I didn't ask you if your husband was sick. I didn't ask you if your parents were well. I didn't ask you if you were worried about your kids. I didn't ask you if you were going through a divorce. I didn't ask you how your health was. I didn't ask you whether or not you could pay your bills, or if you were worried about getting a promotion, or whether you're concerned because you just got a test result back from a lab and you're concerned what the numbers are. I didn't ask you if your neighbor is sick and you're taking care of their kids because they need help, but you can't really stomach it. I didn't ask you if you could pay all of your bills, and if you were, I didn't ask you anything. I just said, hey, just do what I need you to do. I ignored everything about you. So a good manager has to first say, okay, I see you. I see you. You're a real person. I care about you. I understand that what my business is, my business will never thrive if everyone who supports me is distracted with the things that are really important to them. And here's the truth. Everything I just said is what's really important to you. My business is last, but here's what's important. If I help you understand that those things that are important to you are important to me, and that I put you in position so that those things are a priority for you, guess what you'll do for me when you get to the office? Whatever I need.
You will do the best.
You'll do whatever I need. Because you understand that my priority are what's really important to you. And when you show up, before I open my mouth and say, hey, I need you to do this, you'll be like, I already did it. Because I knew you were going to ask. Because you're anticipating what I'm going to say. Because the things that you were worried about, I helped you make those things lighter.
So there's
those things don't worry as much.
Prerequisite.
Yes. So you have to be able to be a good person. And this is true of parents in the home. This is true. When you say, hey, like people who have kids, hey, I need you to clean your room and do the thing. I need you to take care of yourself, take out the garbage, the whole kind of bit. And I know you because I'm your parent and I know everything about you. Here's what you miss. What you don't know, Mom, is at school somebody's not treating me well. And there's a person that I really like and I don't think that they like me. And so they're people. But imagine if you said, I know I ask you a lot. And I know sometimes I don't take the time that I should to make sure that I understand that you're a person and you're growing into your own individuality, and that's really, really important.
Individuality.
Yeah. So I want you to know that sometimes when I forget to ask about you or to ask about what's important to you, you have to help me. You have to make sure that you talk to me, and you have to say, but these things are going on with me. And you can't take it for granted, because it's really important, because at some point you're going to be a parent. And I need you to know that this is what parenting is like. And it's not that I tell you what to do and you just do it. You have to know. My job is to teach you how to be a good parent to my grandkids. And I love my grandkids, even though they don't exist yet. I love them enough. I love them enough, like God with Jesus. I love my grandkids enough, even though they do not exist yet. They have not been born, that I need to make you the best parent you can be.
Wow.
And one of the ways I can do that I have to do that, is by teaching you how to be a good person to yourself.
First.
To put your mask on.
First.
Right.
Start with you.
Right.
Your children see it.
Right.
Their children's gonna do it.
Right. I have to teach you
by example.
And I model that by taking care of myself. So when you say, hey mom, I go, I'm reading, I'm doing something for myself, but I have to take care of me. I have to do this for me. You need to see what it's like when a person takes care of themselves, so you know how to take care of yourself, so that whenever you, God willing, I'm able to have grandkids, you can teach them how to take care of themselves.
Wow, my friend, you just have given me like the whole Sunday sermon. But thank you so much.